I feel like we just rambled the
Did
whole
we?
time. And it's a topic that's not gonna
Maybe sit well with some,
with some, yeah.
and others will be like, hell yeah. Okay. So we're gonna get into it, and we're gonna talk about all things of why Persian men are starting to date outside of the community. I think growing up, Judaism was such an important factor, having Jewish babies. And I think, but nowadays, dating has become so complex.
I think it's because a lot of people have high expectations when it comes to dating. But I think our community is the reason why everyone has high expectations.
Yeah. And I think personally, I think both men and women, everyone should have expectations, but it's very different. The expectations, obviously, that women have versus men. And I think when it comes to women nowadays, they're expecting too much.
I think so too. But I think it's mainly because our moms tell us, make sure you find the best guy for you that's able to provide for you. Make sure that they're able to get a home. Make sure that they're able to pay for your children, this, that, this, that.
And like we mentioned, different expectations, but I feel like nowadays it's just a lot of pressure. Men are just like, is it even worth it anymore? The girl that they're dating, someone Persian Jewish, is like, I want this, I want that. The car, the money, the clothes, the purse, the shoes,
the house,
the 50 Cartier.
My kid has to go to a private school.
Private Jewish school.
Oh, sorry. Private Jewish school.
Which was worth more than my college degree.
Yeah.
And I get it. You want the best. But at the same time, it's like, you can't have it all. And that's okay. You shouldn't really want to have it all. Because when you have it all you want is just more and more and more. You're never going to be fully happy.
It's not even when you have it all that you want more and more. I think when you have it all, you have nothing to look forward to.
That's a good one.
There's no goal with the relationship that you have with the person that you're with.
Yeah.
If you just have everything, then what's the point? And I think that's what leads a lot of issues with a relationship.
No, definitely. And I just think Persian men are tired, and they're like, why would I go and date or marry a Persian Jewish girl when I can be with someone who maybe is Persian but not Jewish, and they actually love them for them. They don't give them unnecessary expectations, like, you need to drive this type of car, go to the most craziest restaurants every day. It's like, do you just love me for my money, or do you love me for me? And I feel like it's a lot of people, a lot of girls that are becoming like this, and it's not good.
But I think also there's a lot of guys that date outside of the community that are both not Persian and not Jewish. Mm-hmm. And I feel like those are the ones that are living very carefree.
Yeah.
In comparison to what we notice on a day-to-day basis living here in Beverly Hills.
Yeah.
Being with a bunch of Persian Jews. You know?
And I think from this community, always, growing up, it was always, you have to make a lot of money, you have to do this, you have to support yourself, you have to have the best, like, just always pressuring money. And money is really important, but it's not everything.
I agree with you, but I think the reason why our parents said that to us is because they
went through a lot
to get us here, and they want to see us not struggle the way they had to struggle.
But circling back to why a lot of Persian men are dating outside of the community is, I just think, less pressure.
Yeah.
Stories about girls going on dates. Like, I'll give an example. My friend went on a date with a girl, and one of the first questions she asked was like, oh, how much are you in debt in loans?
That's the craziest question to ask.
And
God forbid anybody ever asks me that question.
And I'm like, on the first date too.
That's crazy.
Like, you don't want to at least get to know him, his, goals in life, what he loves to do on the weekends, favorite food, straight into how much are you going to make and how much loans do you have?
I mean, most of the relationships that we see now in the Persian Jewish community, unfortunately, is a very transactional thing.
It is.
And it's kind of scary to see that kind of relationship. But we don't know what happens behind closed doors.
I really don't.
But God bless them. I wish them the best and a lot of success.
It's a lot. But that's the thing, is that I think a lot of Persian men are thinking to themselves, like, I'm literally working so hard to provide for my future wife and kids, but then I'm just with someone who's just doesn't want to work. It's okay. Be a housewife, but at least put in the effort, you know? And I feel like I see it too. Like, just a lot of girls are just like, oh, I just want to, go out, swipe their credit card. They don't really want to put in the work. They'll just hire 1 or 2 nannies, take care of the kids.
Yeah, but even hiring a nanny or like a stay-at-home nurse, that's really expensive. And not a lot of Persian men, or men in general, let alone Persian, can afford something like that.
Yeah.
You know,
On top of living in Beverly Hills.
on top of the woman not wanting to go to work,
Yeah.
which is okay. I mean, if that's what you're able to do within your own family means, then fine.
Yeah.
But it's tough.
Yeah, so I just feel like a lot of expectations, a lot of pressure, and the Persian guys who date not Jewish and not Persian, and one of the first things I ask them, I'm like, how come? Like, why did you pursue someone outside of the community? And they're like, it's more of an eye-opening, stress relief. Like, they want to really get to know me for me and not my job, not how much
A
money.
true love match relationship.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And don't get me wrong, there's so many people in the community that have that love. I see it.
I see it too.
But
I see more of not being in love.
yeah.
And I think that's a problem that we have right now.
Yeah.
Because how are you supposed to find someone that you're not really, like, you're not in love with? Why would you be with that person?
I think a lot of people are just thinking about the clock.
I think so too.
Whether it's the biological clock or just a clock in general. Like, I don't want to get married later in life.
I get it. But I think it's God's plan.
Yeah.
I don't think it's anybody's force to try to get married.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? When it's your time, it's definitely your time.
And delayed is better than paying the price.
I agree.
Like, I want everyone to be happy and successful, and I just feel like a lot of people need to change their mindsets. If the guy that you're dating is a doctor, is a lawyer, and maybe let's say they don't have their own practice, and maybe they say, you know what, I don't have my own practice, but I'm working on it, but they're still making good money, why would you let that go? So what? You don't live in the craziest house in Beverly Hills. Maybe you guys live in a condo right now, but who cares? You still have a roof over your head. There's security, stability. Work on that goal, but it's like that pressure. And I understand these guys a lot.
Yeah. All of my guy friends have told me the same thing, that they're kind of worried about getting married.
Yeah.
Or just having a lot of these pressures of things that they have to do on their end. It's tough. It's really tough to be a Persian Jewish guy in LA.
It is.
It's really tough.
Kudos to you guys.
Kudos to you guys. Not like we don't have any of our own problems, but you
you
guys have a lot of issues that you got to deal with.
You guys still do some stupid shit, but
I don't know. I think, with time and with reasoning, people should be with the right person, and the person that makes it worth it.
Yeah.
To spend the money on and do these things with.
You want to grow with someone.
I agree. Like, definitely.
Even if you were so lucky to find, let's say, that perfect guy who has the money, the cars, the clothes, the hair, everything, let's just say, like, eventually you're gonna be like bored. You're gonna be like, well, what did we work on together?
If he's not your best friend, he's not worth getting married to.
Absolutely.
That's what I think.
Yeah.
You want to be able to wake up next to this person and be like, damn, I did it.
Yeah, I love this person.
I love this person.
Yeah.
So,
knowing that you love someone and knowing truly, genuinely that they love you back.
Yeah. But it's a tough time right now, too.
It is.
A lot of the Persian Jewish guys that I talk to that are single, they're having a lot of trouble finding the right one.
Yeah.
Because girls are either changing themselves to fit what the guy wants, but then it just doesn't work out.
You mean like look-wise?
Could be looks, could be attitude, personality. A lot of people try to change for the wrong things.
Yeah.
But I think if you just be yourself and you find someone that matches your personality the most and loves you for you, I think that would make LA a lot less stressful.
Absolutely. I always say, the more you change yourself, whether it's physically, your personality, whatever it may be, you're delaying your soulmate to catch up to you.
I agree. I like that one.
Yeah. because who you are is who you are. Of course, there's things that you can change within yourself to better improve in a positive light, but never change you internally, externally to the point where you're unrecognizable.
I agree. And if you want to think of it in a more religious aspect, your name is already written with the person that you're supposed to be with. It's in God's hands. You can't choose who you want to be with. Look at that, me being so religious.
Look at you making Hashem proud, baby.
I'm trying. New year, new me.
New Year, new FUJON, huh? Hashem's favorite right here.
The Jews would love that one.
They would. They would. Especially in Israel. They would. But yeah, and I think circling back, I think people need to really put off the pressure and really just start dating. Of course, have your standards for sure. Don't fucking date a bum, but also be open-minded.
But it's a tough time right now too.
It is.
A lot of the Persian Jewish guys that I talk to that are single, they're having a lot of trouble finding the right one.
Absolutely.
I think it's have standards, not high expectations.
Absolutely.
I think that's a really good quote to live on.
Yeah.
And figure it out from there.
Yeah, because I feel like if a lot of Persian girls just took a backseat, relax, and not put so much pressure and every day kind of growing up listening to what our parents told us to do, dating would be more enjoyable, and it would be more enjoyable for the men. If you are going into a date with so much high standards, anxiety, like all these, questions that you want to ask, like it's just not going to be enjoyable.
Why stress yourself?
Why stress yourself out? And when you come into a date feeling so antsy and anxiety, the guy obviously is gonna feel that and be like, "What the hell am I doing here?"
Yeah. And I realize a lot of Persian Jewish men get more anxious than Persian girls here.
Yeah.
And I don't blame them.
So if someone were to ask me, do you think it's okay that a lot of Persian Jewish men are dating outside of the community? I would say, if you would ask me this 5 years ago, I'd be like, no, they're crazy. Why would they? But fast forwarding now and seeing so much of what's happening, my answer is, I don't blame them.
Yeah.
A lot of them are happy. Maybe their family isn't the happiest because obviously, they want to be with someone Jewish, but some people are just okay, and they seem happier, and I can't really say anything about that, if someone's happy, they're happy.
Yeah, but at the end of the day, what's more important, your happiness or people around you?
100%.
Because I don't know, I feel like it's your life at the end of the day.
Yeah.
Do what makes you content with reason.
Yeah.
Obviously.
Yeah.
But I think that's just one issue that we have, is that people are not with the right person for the wrong reasons, and it's just needs work.
Yeah. I think if it's like growing up and you knew you wanted to marry someone Persian Jewish and you're seeing how crazy the community has become with the expectations and you need to have this, you need to do that for me and all that, I can see why a lot of Persian Jewish men are stepping away from that. But I feel like if a lot of Persian Jewish women change their mindset, more open mind, a lot of Persian Jewish men wouldn't, I think, exit the community and date not Persian or not Jewish or both. Okay, guys, thank you guys so much for joining episode 2. We hope you enjoyed. And Persian men, you got a little bit of a bonus today. Maybe you're feeling a little happy, but don't get too happy because we're still going to be talking about a lot of important topics within the community and things that people need to know in general. So stay tuned.
Don't forget that this is unfiltered small talk.
See you later. Bye. I feel like we just rambled. Did we?